The day is finally come. I've managed to have a proper go on Super Mario Maker. I've been looking forward to this ever since I had a little go on it at the Nintendo E3 Roadshow thing. And so this, what you're seeing here, is the finished product of the first level I ever made on Mario Maker. It wasn't all this plain sailing to start with. It took a lot of trial and error. And as you can see, this shell bouncing through here so beautifully. That's not how it started. I'm going to go through with you how I put this level together. But so I started off with the retro Mario look, and decided I wanted to go for a Shaun theme. So this is totally my first go on it, apart from that quick go at the E3 showcase. And the actual controls, the way to lay all the blocks out, so easy and so straightforward. It's literally like drawing with a pen. You select your blocks, and it's like drawing it on a notepad or in the back of an exercise book or something. When you first get the game, you just get a basic set of tools. So they give you new bits, I think, every day. I think my next shipment of things is coming on Thursday. So hopefully next level I show you guys will have a few more bits and pieces in it. But I mean, for what you've got to start with, I think it's all stuff which was just in the original Mario Brothers. I don't think there was, apart from like the clouds and the Lakitu, you've got enough stuff to start off with to start making decent levels. I mean, I found this out the sort of the more tricky way, because I tried to get Mario to disappear up that tube underneath the A, but I've not got those capabilities yet. So the original plan was to knock a shell down here, knock all those bricks out, and then go up that tube up to the top of the A. But I don't think we can do that yet, mainly because when I first started doing this, I've put all of these bricks in totally the wrong order. You learn so much by just playing about with your first level, about level design. You make these teeny weeny tiny little mistakes which really help you when making your future levels. Things like knowing that shells aren't going to go down there because shells very rarely go down one block gaps, and also they need to bounce off bricks as well. So here's me putting up the tube, which will never ever be exited. Sad moment. This is here I am valiantly. How am I going to get Mario in that tube? I just thought he was just going to magically disappear up and come out the other end. So we put a little spring there as well. One thing, a big top tip, which I'll tell you when making your first level, is play test it more than I'm doing in these first few bits, because you'll see that I'll come a little bit unstuck here. Every time you do a little sort of routine or a little puzzle, play it through first, and then you can fine-tune it as you go along, so then you don't have a load of stuff you need to sort out once you finish the level and you want to upload it. When you play through it and you realise, oh, nothing here is really working for me. So the next little segment that I wanted to do is one of the things that I really like on Mario games is the massive, like, it's sort of like Koopa Troopa pinball, where you knock a shell into a series of blocks and they all bounce off. You get loads of coins, it's knocking everything out, and it's all chaos. There's a little message telling me about my new bits coming. So this is what I tried to attempt here. Again, like I was saying earlier on, in terms of this being a learning process, this really was. And again, another indication. Keep playing through the bits and pieces that you make. So important. Because on this bit, I'm ending up losing shells. Shells get stuck. They're not reaching the bottom. And just like by thinking through, I'm just going to feed these plants some mushrooms as well. And that's the other thing as well, combining items on this and flicking items around using the stylus gets you loads of different options. So you can turn green, I'm sure as you've seen while I'm doing this video, turns green Koopa Troopas into red ones. You can also give wings to pretty much everything. So as you can see here, look, I'm dragging coins into pretty much all of these brick blocks. The only thing is when you drag a coin into a brick block, it then doesn't become breakable. It turns into one of those empty brown blocks which you can't destroy, but that like a big shell or something. So that's where you'll see I'll come unstuck there later. Anyway, moving on to the next bit. I thought I'd go for a little bit of jumping action, just to mix it up, because we've got a lot of slow-paced stuff here. These flies open up a mini-game if you start swatting them. I don't know what happens. I mean, I got to level 2, but I was in the middle of making levels and stuff, so I don't know what happens when you end up swatting all of the flies. Maybe something cool. Maybe unlock secret bits. I don't know. So here I am, really, really slowly putting a tube into place, or a pipe, or a drain. This is more for aesthetic purposes. So we'd like to have 2 piranha plants coming out either side, breathing fireballs. Just to make things that little bit more tricky. Another thing as well, when making levels, another tip, as I go on another narcissistic Sean-themed section of the level, is making it too hard doesn't necessarily mean it's a fun level. Giving players a chance to have plenty of power-ups and plenty of options to actually get through the level makes it more of a fun level for players to enjoy. I mean, by all means, make it a challenge and stuff, but no one likes dying 50 times a level, do you know what I mean? Thought I'd go for a pirate ship theme here. Did do a series on Fun Kids about ships called Sean's Ultimate Ship. Any of you nautical enthusiasts out there want to check that out? It's on the Fun Kids website, funkidslive.com. But for now, I'm just going to make a pirate ship out of Mario blocks. I thought our pipe's going to look good as a sail? Absolutely not. They look terrific. A couple of little holes to make it look more like a ship. So my idea with this was to get a giant Koopa Trooper that you'd have to defeat. There he is, look. Which would then smash through the ship, which would allow you to get to the other side. This will just pop a couple more enemies on the pirate ship. A little piranha plant at the front as the figurehead. Nice fire-breathing figurehead. And then for the final segment of the level, just some pipes to jump over and negotiate, and a final little trick. I mean, I always got this from there was I don't know if you've ever played this game. It was on the Sega Mega Drive. It was called Tiny Toon Adventures: Buster's Hidden Treasure, and there was a level where the exit was right in front of you. It was right in sight, but it was really, really, really tricky to get to. You had to go all around the houses, and I've always liked that in level design. So I've incorporated a little bit of that into my first level, where you think that you've got to the end, but nope, just one more little puzzle for you to get through. So here's a test. Here's the first test run, which is ridiculous. Like, the only thing you take away from this video: don't leave your first test run until you've done all of the bits in the level. Because, as you'll see in a second, this was weird. I'd never seen this before. Weird, skinny, lanky Mario. He looks so weird. I'm not sure I'm fine with this. He's all gangly and weird. And he's got a little weird jump. As you can see, like, all of this is all too tight, all too close in together. You need, like, a decent bit of room for your jumps. As you can see, I'm just immediately popping down holes. And this is the first bit. This is the very first bit of the level. This is the bit which could have been sorted out straight away if we'd have just done a little test. But the thing is with this game, it's just you can. I mean, this is like all of the stuff which you did just with the first row of blocks. Like, I was having loads of fun just with these set of blocks, and the amount of other stuff still to come. I think it's over 9 days or so. the new stuff comes. It's so you don't just become completely overawed with all of the creation tools straight away, which I think is a really good move. I think it's a good idea because these mistakes that I'm learning now of putting things too close together, not testing, I don't think I got round to that when I'd be rubbing around with chain chomps and messing about with lacatus and clouds and feathers and all of that sort of thing. See, look, so see here now, the original plan was for that block to disappear into there, but because I put a coin in it, it turns into one of those empty blocks, which is less than ideal, really. So just going to rectify that and accidentally draw a load new blocks by slipping off the eraser. No, come on, that's schoolboy errors here, schoolboy errors. And now it's flung out the side. What I like on this as well is that multiple times I'm looking for mushrooms, which I know definitely don't exist because I haven't put them in there. It's my level. Like, I know there's not stuff in any of these blocks. Stop jumping and see if there is. Anyway, going to ignore that for a second. I'm just going to tootle on and try out this bit. Now I can already see before I threw myself off the side that this is going to be really difficult. Because the gap between the piranha plant and the flying Koopa Trooper is way too close. I mean, I've absolutely nailed that. Look, check out this. I mean, I didn't do this on purpose, but that's quite a cool thing. If you have work out the dimension of those blocks. I think it's 3 by 5, and you have a spring on it. You can have a little bouncing Goomba, which is always fun for everyone. Let's go. So as you can see, that's a little bit. It's tricky to get onto that giant Koopa Trooper to get him into the right way to smash through the blocks to get you over to the next bit. And there's not enough floor down there. Nowhere near enough floor. I'm loving the bouncing Goomba. So as we smash that through, we can try this next bit out. So I've sort of cheated there by jumping off the platform, but it doesn't matter because I've. So as you can see, like you can tell that already that this level is hard. I mean, I know where all of the bits are for this, and it's still really tricky. Here's the final hurdle, and there we go. So I mean, you can see that there's still quite a few faults to iron out on that, which would have been easier if I'd have kept testing as we went through, but it's fine because now we can just go through and iron out all the problems now. So one of the main problems over here was that there was not enough floor. It was too difficult. The flying Koopa was too close to the piranha plant, and if you lost that giant Koopa shell, it just made it really. You didn't really have any other chances to get through that bit. You'd have to sort of walk around and hope that he regenerates. So I've added a few more giant Koopas here. The pinball machine. Make sure all of your solid things are just on the edges. If you pop solid things in the middle, that's when your shells are likely to get stuck and not bounce around as much as you want them to. So as you can see, I'm getting to that point here. I'm just thinking, add more shells, add more Koopa Troopers. That'll solve the problem. So yeah, all solid shells really you want out the way from your pinball machine style sequence. Make sure they're just sort of on the edges so you don't have shells flying out the side. It's going to be a beautiful moment in a second where I get it. There we go. Put the shells on the side and move these out the way. Such a smart dude. Well done, Sean. There we go. I mean, it's still not perfect, but it's getting there. It's a lot better. Move these out of the way. And, well, is this shell going to get to the bottom? Nope, because again, another thing is that shells find it really tricky to just go down gaps of one. And there we go! Got to the bottom. Hurrah! And now now we can go. Let's go for another little test run though. I mean, to be honest, we could really have sorted this bit out because this bit's still a bit cramped for my liking. As you can see, also I took one of the blocks off the top of that S away just to give you more of a clearer jump over there. Oh, tried a little sneaker shortcut. Tried to do the piranha run. Another thing that I like with level design is having more than one option to get through a level, so players can sort of have a choice of whether they take the more risky piranha run or they go for Koopa Pinball. And now we're on to is it the pirate ship bit? Oh no, there's some jumps to do first. This guy's a pain. So the tip really to get through that bit is to just do the jumps quite quickly in succession. Again, there's quite a lot of stuff going on here. There's a lot of Goombas flying around. Again, you wanna reward players by being skillful, not as in just through blind luck that a Goomba accidentally falls on their head, which they've got absolutely no way of negotiating. And it makes you think. I've thought so much more about level design just through doing this first level. I think we're almost going to make it to the end without too many problems. There we go. So that was the first level. I'm going to show you guys one more proper playthrough. This is how I uploaded it. I uploaded it with the Super Mario Bros. U skin. I thought it just looked cooler and also just made it a little bit more easier. Because again, I don't think too hard's very fun. So here is the first playthrough of my first level I've ever made on Super Mario Maker. So there we go, that is my first level I've ever made on Mario Maker. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and picked up some useful tips through some of the mistakes that I made, which hopefully you guys can use when you make your own courses. If you like this video, drop a little thumb underneath the video and also a subscribe. It'd be a massive help, you little hero. And I will be posting more Mario Maker levels and loads of other videos on this channel as well. See you later, bye!